Chapter 11, Bankruptcy. The landfill sprawled out like the universe's dirty diaper. Don't gag. Twinkling with Christmas lights nabbed straight out of some bargain bin. Trash heaps shimmer under a sky roiling worse than my gut on Taco Tuesday. And get this, the air, pure barbecued space rat wafting up, like someone's trying to sell gourmet apocalypse. Ray's planted on this flattened patch of debris, eyes fixed on the sky like he's waiting for the great landlord to fix the roof. Hands clasped, equal parts gratitude and go to hell. Thanks for the chow we're about to choke down, you cosmic deadbeat. You see me down here, right? I'm waiting for your ass to show up, he barks, shaking fists at whatever gods laid on rent. The fire cracks like my knees after a bender. Smoke swirls into the landfill haze. Scavengers clank through the junk. A plastic bag skitters by, smelling of mold. Snow looms. Inside Ray's workshop, a sweaty mess of a place, tucked like a cheap add-on to racing planet Acceleron. Quantum cores hum steadily. Condensation drips down every conduit, rust pooling on the grated floor. Michael's hands move lightning fast through the crystalline circuits. His fingers, covered in filth, reek of engine burn and low-grade lubricant. He snatches a circuit, cool glass in his filthy palm, and chucks it into the bin. Clank. Ray, why is everything always busted? It's like we're holding this shit together with duct tape and bad vibes. How'd humans screw the pooch this hard? Ray leans against the workbench, scarred from years of abuse. He pauses, either wisdom or gas. Good question, kid. We sold our souls for shiny gadgets. Now we're stuck sweating in the cosmic armpit, eating consequences like cheap takeout. Us? We're janitors to mankind's giant screw you. Michael shakes his head. A rusty coil snags his finger. Blood beads, iron, and remorse in the air. What? So we hide in this dump? Nah. We're back in the game, Ray. Ray snorts, loud enough to echo, and points at the hologram spinning on the table. Game? That's bullshit, Mike. Humans weren't built for warp speed living. We made machines and planets that outran us. Your childhood? It belonged to a world that doesn't exist anymore. Gone. Just like my ex at a buffet. Ray scoffs, wiping sweat off his brow. Don't buy the hollow hype. Team Mean Machine? Corporate bitches with their dicks in a blender. Michael snaps back. Fuck that noise, Ray. I've seen Soul Race. Have you? Oh right, you're too busy jerking off in this rat hole to hit the crankshaft. Soul's legit. Acceleron's a whole new league. Dude would die for a trophy. And Despera? She'll gut a motherfucker cold. Ray's eyes flare up. Legit? That's rigged, sparkly horseshit. Back in my day, we raced full throttle, no rules. Remember when I turned Oscorp into roadkill pudding? Michael grins, huge. Hell yeah, the brains. Splattered your cockpit like a gore smoothie. You hopped out like some badass Grim Reaper, shoved that sawed-off, still smoking, right between Gwen from Earth 44145's teeth. Goddamn was she hot. And then, boom, double-barreled her perfect face into next Tuesday. Savage. Ray slams a shot of starshine, liquid lightning ripping down his gullet. Woo! Fuck yeah, I did. You ever seen that limp dick soul pull anything that badass, Mike? He hurls the glass. Crash. Shards snow across the grimy tiles. Well, have ya? Michael goes rigid, palms out like he's surrendering to a trigger-happy drunk. Easy, Ray. No. Chill your tits. Ray's face burns red, huffing like he'll charge. You seen those new Despera centerfolds? Michael air humps with a filthy grin. Hell yeah. Busted twice. In my pants. Ray's pupils dilate. Michael laughs, slapping Ray's back. Yeah, till her voice gives out, then I'll jump in and finish the job. Ray hands him a shot. Hey, don't be greedy, bitch. I've been saving this load since the Big Bang. Michael grins, grabs a glass. Shit, I'd make her swallow every last drop, then flip her over and fuck her throat. Ray howls, eyes wild. Goddamn right, I'd paint that perfect face white, like a Jackson Pollock on bath salts. Michael raises his shot. To Despera, and to Despera's ass. They clink glasses, bottom them in one go, slam them down. Me first? You get my sloppy seconds? Michael cackles. Tapping a console, its schematic pulses like a dying star's EKG. Why's this neural grid already garbage? obsolete faster than my dating profile. He chugs from the bottle, the spirits burning his throat like a bad life choice, reeking of ethanol and despair. Ray wipes his mouth, burping starshine. We need new tech. Sex bot, maybe. Michael laughs. The ones we can afford are filthier than this landfill, Ray. You'd rot your sad little pecker off. I mean tech for a psychotic racer and a slick agent. Ray downs another shot, grimacing like he swallowed a comet. You still need a partner, kid, unless you want to race solo and die like a dumbass. Ray wheels over the grated floor, metal on metal squealing like an injured pigeon. He's breathing hard, part booze, part fury. Look at me. World's fastest mouth can't even get to the John on his own. He slams a fist on the armrest. I'm done with this shit. Michael looks down at the chair. You mean it's done with you? You're the one that let it be done with you, Ray. Fuck off. Ray tosses a tool onto the bench. Thud. The whole damn room rattles, worse than my head after cheap whiskey. Don't know how folks deal with those neural implants fucking their brains sideways. He taps his temple. Empty, smooth, no ports. I'm all natural, Mike, and I'm keeping it that way. Gotta make do with what's left of this broke-ass body. His wheelchair groans across the grated floor, into his observatory. A cramped, star chart graveyard reeking of stale coffee and missed chances. He wheels up, eyes on the spinning galaxy. How many humans are even left, Mike? We're scattered across the stars like survivors of some intergalactic eviction. This shit ain't built for us. His eyes, red as Mars at sunset, with tears that could drown a planet, slice through the smoke. You ever feel the universe zooming by like it's got a hot date and you're stuck at the bar? Forget the past. Stay in the now. Focus, kid, or you'll be screwed sideways before breakfast. Michael throws his head back and laughs, a sharp, reckless bark that bounces off the rusted walls. That doesn't sound so bad. Ray's cheeks burn, temples throbbing. He slams both fists on the armrests, chair jumps. Is everything a fucking joke to you? The royal treatment. Cleo's lifeless body slumps, tangled in the silks. Her golden blue scales fade to a dull gray under the torchlight. Her full breasts now lie still, hips twisted in an unnatural angle. Her face frozen in horror, eyes dilated, lips parted to show fangs locked in silent scream. Green blood pooling in her throat, forked tongue lolling. Crown stumbles up, wiping sweat from his brow, chest heaving. Now I know what it feels like to be God, he mutters, voice hollow. The orb flares, sucking Cleo's corpse into its glow. The bed frame's runes light up like a demonic Christmas tree. Crown's reflection in the orb, a funhouse version of the man who walked in here. Skin pruned by sweat, hair stuck out like he's licked a light socket. Eyes glowing, not reflecting, glowing. Same shade as the runes, same shade as the orb, same shade as Catherine's eyes. The turn. Tubes snake out from every orifice, pumping him full of nanites that nibble on the damage like fat goldfish. Monitors beep like a badly tuned radio, each spike telling him he's still alive. Not healthy, not whole, just alive. A miracle wrapped in gauze and spite. The door hisses open. A nurse in chrome heels walks in, clipboard in hand, heels clicking like a countdown to bad news. Soul's floating in a tank, unconscious, drifting like a jellyfish in slow motion. Wet, hot. Despera's nails rake his shoulders, long, razor sharp. Blood wells up in perfect crimson beads. She licks a stripe up his throat, tasting salt and fear. Fuck yes, tear me open. She laughs, the sound wet and animal. Her cunt clenches, hard. Ray's eyes roll back. For a second, his hips stutter. Don't you dare, she snarls against his jaw. You finish in me or you finish dead. He comes with a guttural cry, hips bucking violently. Despera doesn't let up. She milks him. Every last drop. Her own climax crashes through her an instant later. back arching so sharply he thinks she'll break. A strangled, filthy moan tears from her throat. Fluids splash between them. Hot, messy, perfect. For 10 seconds, they stay locked like that, breathing like they'd run a marathon on broken glass. Then the restraints on the bed snap open with a hiss. She rolls off him, stretches like a cat, licks the blood from her claws. Not bad meat, she purrs. Desperate plants her palms on his chest and pushes herself upright. Cum leaks from her slit, trails down the inside of her thigh, puddles between them on the black glass. She scoops a finger through it, pops it in her mouth. Coppery. Her tongue flicks the claw tip clean. Still not sure if I like the taste of you. Ray sucks air through his teeth, throat scraped raw. His cock twitches inside her, spent but greedy. Desperate notices. Of course she does. Don't get comfortable, she whispers. The restraints click again. This time they drag her arms behind her back. She doesn't fight it, just lets them cinch her wrists, smiles with those shark teeth. Round 2. She knows she owns him, utterly, undeniably, in this moment. The crown clicks off. Darkness rushes in, absolute and sudden. Cold metal of the wheelchair bites into his sweat-drenched skin. Ray slumps back, wrecked and trembling. His voice is a hoarse mutter in the void. Damn, Desperate fucks hard. Ray hacks like a dying goat, lungs clawing for air. He swivels the chair with one violent twist, lurching, frantic. Fingers rattle against the bedside table till they snag a dusty little ampule, Starshine. The label's peeled halfway off. Date's expired. He doesn't give a shit. He jabs it into the port on the chair arm. Blue liquid disappears in one greedy slurp. His cough cuts off mid-wheeze, like someone hit mute. Sweet, sweet poison. The doc's voice crackles over the intercom. Stable, but he's gonna be cranky as hell when he wakes up. Needs at least 3 days, maybe 4. Desperate doesn't blink, doesn't breathe. If I find the bastard who put those holes in him, she whispers, I'm gonna fill him full of starshine and watch him melt from the inside out. She turns from the glass. A shadow moves behind her. Chrome heels, clipboard. The nurse. She's waiting. Desperate rushes forward, knees buckling onto the wet tiles. She cups his cheeks, thumbs wiping the blue sludge off his skin. Her whole body shakes. Soul tries to grin, but it comes out a grimace. He finds her eyes. Don't waste good tears on me, he rasps. Save him for the poor bastard who's gonna regret this. Desperate sniffs once, spits on the floor. Already ahead of you. She helps him up, slow, careful, like he's made of glass. His feet touch the ground, barely. The muscles in his thighs scream like rusty hinges. One step at a time, sugar.